Hey y'all, it's Anime Caveman. Today I'm going to be reading the 37th episode of Gegege no鬼太郎. And this episode only had one word to describe it. Epic as fuck! Whoa! Man, this episode was intense. I was sweaty in the live reaction. If you didn't all see that, I even shed some slight tears because this episode was so emotional. My goodness! Shit, I'm gonna have to take this jacket off because, man, this episode was so hot. Woo, woo, woo. Let me just start out by saying, the animation, my lord, it was so perfect. The art was fucking amazing. Plot progression was it was well done. We got through the rest of the Western Yoka arc. The ending was well done. And from a character standpoint, it was amazing. At the very least, it made Blackbeard feel like much more of a threat because it literally took Kitarou getting a power-up just to kick his ass, and even then, it wasn't even a simple win. And I like how it wasn't an asshole because Kitarou, at least from the animation, or I didn't explain it explicitly, but it seemed like he got some kind of power-up buff from the crystal that Adele used, but it seemed like it was the buff that he got from the voodoo doll that Agnes enhanced Kitarou's body in one of the previous episodes near the start of the Western Yoka arc. So it didn't feel like an asshole when he was beating down on Blackbeard like a boss. And I like how it wasn't so one-sided. It was pretty even. And so Blackbeard was trying to taunt like a cocky ass motherfucker, and Kitarou was like, oh no, I hate you. And then he just killed the motherfucker with an epic explosion. So that was nice for the most part. Blackbeard felt like the threat. And while yes, I'd have preferred he would have taken some names and killed a few yokais, I can accept this because it took Kitarou all he had to kick his ass. It was filled with tension because for a few moments I really thought Mana or Adele could have died, but they didn't, so that was a fucking positive. Adele came in clutch. And they even surprisingly gave development towards Adele too, because at the very least, you see her refer to Mana by her name, because at the beginning she was saying human child, and then she was Mana at the end of the episode. So that was pretty sweet too. And then aside from that, this episode also did a few things right. It didn't completely ignore Nanashi, because at the end, he seemed to put some kind of marking on Mana's body that was mysterious, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So the episode did a good job of making you happy. Then a fucking bitch just slaps you and be like, oh no, bitch, there's still Nanashi left. You gotta worry about his bitch ass. And I was like, oh man. What a creepy way to end off the episode, but in a good way. So this episode had it all. It had multiple content. A great fight, even though it didn't show off some of the side Western Yoka have their fights, but at the very least it showed Blackbeard have his battles with Kitarou. And it was well done. At the very least. Then aside from that, the way this episode ends off with Adele and Agnes fixing a relationship. And I like how it shows the development, because now instead of being caged up into their witch destiny, they're not taking control into their own lives. They're doing it symbolically by deciding to travel around the world of their own free will. And that's really a beautiful thing to see right there. It means they're going out of their comfort zone, and now they finally broken the shackles of what was chaining them down, which was their witch destiny. So that was a beautiful way to end off the arc. It was nice to have Agnes say that he's still going to visit Mana and the other yokai someday. You get some character development from Kitarou, because now he's willingly brought Mana into the Gegege forest, because if this was the Kitarou from the first episode, he would have probably had Mana say goodbye to Agnes, but in the human world, and then would have had Agnes go into the yokai world, then leave. But to see him actually bring Mana all the way into the yokai forest certainly implies that he has a fuckload of trust in Mana at this point. And you can hella tell that he really has that that really nice companionship with Mana, when he got pissed because he thought she died for a second, and that brought off Kitarou's hatred. And I like that, just seeing that range of emotions from Kitarou. So this episode also gave development towards Kitarou. It wasn't just Adele, Agnes development. It was also Kitarou. It developed Mana, because you can see she's become more mature too. Just multiple elements in this episode just made it beyond perfect in my opinion. And then I'd say really the only downside was that Rat-Man was underutilized, and it was kind of disappointing. But you know what? Fuck that. At least this well, if I were to rate this arc overall, it wouldn't be perfect. But just this episode alone, it was perfect. Just taking all these things into consideration. The soundtrack placement was great. And that's why I'm going to give it the score of 11 out of fucking 10. It was fucking greatness, and man, cannot wait to see what happens, especially that preview. All that Neko and Kitarou shit. Oh, yes, son. My ship. It looks like it's gonna fucking sell. Y'all know I'm gonna be there next week. Oh, and I ain't gonna have one water bottle for that reaction. I'm gonna have 2. Oh, yes. Oh, well, anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm gonna be ready next week. Comment out your thoughts in the episode below. Rate the video. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next week. Shit, I'm sweaty as fuck. I'm gonna shout because now I feel dirty as fuck now. Oh. Later. Bye-bye.